We are going to look at introduction to digital tools. The first thing we are looking at in this introduction to digital tools is the meaning of the digital tools itself. Digital tools are electronic devices, software, or applications that help individuals perform tasks efficiently using technology. Now, these tools make work faster, easier, and more accurate. So examples of these digital tools are WhatsApp, the Microsoft Word, and the Google Classroom. So let's look at the importance of digital tools. One, it improves communication. So it also enhances teaching and learning, save time and effort, increase productivities, then enable global connectivities. So we have to look at the type of digital tools. There are so many digital tools that we categorize into different forms. So the first one of it is the communication tools. Now, these tools used to share information between people. Example of the communication tools are WhatsApp, Zoom, and Gmail. And what we use it to do? Sending messages and email, like making voices and video calls, then holding online meetings. So these tools that I mentioned are what we use for communication tools. So the second one is the productivity tools. What we use productivity tools to do is to create and manage works. We use it to create different content like editing, purposely for work, for workplace. Example of the productivity tools are the Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and the Microsoft PowerPoint. What we use this to do, to create, to write documents, to perform calculations, then we create what? Presentations. In all workplaces, you have to have these productivity skills, two skills. You need to learn how to use the Microsoft Word to type documents. We need to learn how to use PowerPoint for presentations. You also need to learn how to use Microsoft Excel for basic calculations and likewise basic data analysis. The third tools is the educational tools. What the educational tools to do is to support teaching and learning processes. The applications we use for it is Google Classroom, Khan Academies. These are what we use for educational tools. We also have a lot that we use for exam preparations to like different applications we use to prepare exam for WAEC or JAM classes. Then what we used to do, online classes, assignments and tests, then access to learning materials. The fourth one is design and creativity tool. Yes, I repeat, design and creativity tool, because these are where majority of people focus on. They neglect the previous two tools I mentioned. They focus more of this design because we use it for creating graphics and multimedia. And those are what people are using to create different content online. We use it for creating graphics, multimedia using Canva, Adobe Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Premiere Pro for video editing. We use InShot for video editing with our mobile phone. So what we use this to do, to designing poster and flyer, editing images and video, then creating social media content. Our focus is majorly on these design and creativity tools, while we neglect the second part, which is the productivity tools. And we need that productivity tools for us to be very more efficient in these design and creativity tools. The fifth one is the storage and collaboration tools, which we use to store and share files online. Today, the storage have changed. We are no longer using the traditional method of storage, which is the usage of the USB drive, memory card. Now we are not starting using what? Google Drive, Dropbox. These are the latest storage tools. And reason why we use this Google Drive, Dropbox is for collaboration purpose. Why? We save our files online so that we can share the document with other people to also use it for their own, to also have correction on it in workspace, and we work together when we are using collaborative storage tools. The next one is the security tools, that is to protect devices and informations. We need to protect our information. That's why we need to install an antivirus like Advert, Norton's antivirus. for detecting viruses, protecting our personal data, and preventing cyber attack. So the next one is the project management tools. So this one is used for planning and organizing tasks. So the example of these tools we use is a Trello and the Microsoft Projects. So Microsoft Project is very rampant with among people that are working in big firms, and while Trello can be used for personal planning and organizing of tasks. So we use it for assigning tasks, tracking progressing, and then managing deadlines. So you can use Trello as an individual, but as a team or corporate body, we use Microsoft Project. So what are the uses of the digital tools that are mentioned? One of it is communication and collaboration purpose. So we use these digital tools for the sake of communicate and collaborate with different bodies to make our work more effective. Then the second one is the education and research. We make use of these digital tools to make research and to be perfect in our research purpose. Then business operation. So we use the digital tools for our business. We want to type a document, we want to send an email to someone, we want some tasks to work on fast, we want to present your idea to people to buy it. We use productivity tools for the business operations. Likewise, you want to know your sales, how you earn your incomes, you want to analyze your data of your customers and how you relate with them, you use Microsoft Excel. So that is why I said productivity tools is very important for us to know. Then the next one is the entertainment and media. For the sake of the social media content today, for entertainment purpose, you can learn designing and creativity tools to create an entertainment online to also get engagement. Then the last but not the least in the uses of digital tools that we're mentioning is the data storage and sharing. So we share our data online so that we can have and share it with other people in the digital space. The advantage of data tools: one is fast and efficient. The second one is easy communication, access to global information, support remote work and learning, or then improve creativities and innovations. What are the advantages of digital tools? One is the risk of cybercrime, that is the risk of hacking or phishing. Then addiction to device. When you are addicted to your mobile devices or your computer system, you will let it go and it will cause a disadvantage for you. Then the privacy concern. These are the issues of the advantage. You need to prepare yourself. You need to put away your private life away from digital content. The high cost of devices and the internet. Subscription every now and then. So get a high devices that you can use to maintain your state in the online. Then technical issues and failures. So what are the digital tools in different sectors? Yes. In different sectors, we have a lot of digital tools that we use to work. For example, now in the education sectors, we use the online learning platform, the virtual classroom, and the digital assignments. Things have changed. So all of the digital tools need to utilize for these three main purposes I mentioned. The second one is the business. All these tools I mentioned can also be utilized in the business in terms of online marketing, digital payments, then remote work tools. Then the next one is the health. So we use the digital tools for telemedicine, electronic health records, and then the last but not least I've been mentioning is the government. So how do we use digital tools in government sectors? For e-governance, then online services for government and its peoples. Then the last but not the least, or second to the last I've been mentioning is the safety and responsible use. How do you use digital tools in the safety acts? One is you make use of strong passwords in any digital tools you belong to. So any digital tools you want to use their applications, you have to use a very strong password. Then you avoid suspicious link. Then you install antivirus software in your computer system or in your mobile phone. Then do not share personal information online. I always say this, I've said in my last video, don't ever share your private life on the digital space. It's very, very important. Keep your life away from the digital space. You can only share your contents you want people to benefit from it, but don't share your lifetime in the digital space. It's for your own safety. Then practical digital ethics. No cyberbullying. Don't cause people online. Don't create unnecessary arguments online. Be on your own and be practical. Then the last but not the least, which is the future of digital tools. Today we are talking about AI, artificial intelligence, likely to be the usage of tools now that people have started using automation, using cloud computing, using robotic and the smart device. All of these things are the features of digital tools. So that we need to be smart, tech smart, sorry, we need to be very tech smart to learn how to use all of these smart devices and utilize it for your own benefit. In conclusion, digital tools play a vital role in modern society, that improve communications, learning, and productivities. However, they must be used responsibly to avoid risks and maximize benefits. So thank you very much. See you guys next time. I'm Jami Indris Gino.